We are in Unrest. Still a bunch of people in here. It is a great place to level. So, there is a rod in here somewhere. A lobby dungeon with really good experience. This is what we see. Death Beetles. A lot of groups here. I know people do the Courtyard. See what I can remember because it's been many years. Like 15. I met somebody in Unrest once to get in like, I don't know, Dragons of Norath expansion or something, just to do something else. But I only went inside for a second. I don't really remember what it looks like. And as you know, TLPs are quite a bit different. I don't know about quite a bit different, but they have certain rules that are different. Alright, so it's just a giant manor. Undead. And what does our actual tome say? Upon this house was laid a doom. Its owners rise from beyond the tomb. Now sunken is a dwarven crest. I don't know Unrest well enough to know what that is, but I would say this house because I bet it's here. And I have looked that up and actually confirmed that it is here because I'm not going to explore a zone that I don't know about. So first of all, here's a cool hedge maze, which I have no memory of whatsoever. Ooh, is a really fast thing. So this is probably extremely dizzying for people to watch, but yeah, cool. Hedge maze, good stuff. Love me a good hedge maze. Alright. Be hell to learn that, wouldn't it? For pulling for a group or something. There is, I believe, a trick for leveling up a wall. Okay, that is a hack. Okay, that is a straight up exploit. Probably shouldn't put that in a video, but yeah. So you see that anyway, I'm not even going to explain what I just did if you didn't figure it out, but that is ridiculous and should not be legal. And I'm sure it's not, but I'm not really going to use it for anything nefarious, at least right now. So now I'm up on top of this really cool hedge maze here, and this would be a good spot for screenshots. I don't think you can get up there, unless you just do that hack that I just did. I only know of that trick due to in Omens of War, which isn't a great expansion, but that's expansion. So it goes Velius, Luslan, Plains of Power, maybe Lost Dungeons of Norath, I guess, which is a dumb expansion. It has its moments, but overall sucks. Augments are cool, I guess. Omens of War, and then Dragons of Norath. In Omens of War, so that's like expansion 6 or 7 or whatever, it's still a great expansion. There is a zone called the Muramite Proving Grounds, which is a maze and a half, and also stuff in it is gigantic, even for like raid people. And you can float up the wall. There's no way to get up there, but if you use that trick, you can get to the top of the wall and just run across it and bypass everything. And there's the specific raid that you have to go to like 5 corners of the zone, and then like do a raid there, and you have to run from each to each. And if you're doing that all in a row, it's a friggin' nightmare. So, all right. So there's different courtyards. I know Courtyard is a really common camp. Underground cave with Gnomish Spelunker. That's cool. Go there first, I guess. And then there's the actual inside, and I know that it like gets progressively harder. I'm pretty sure the basement is the hardest area. Oh, dwarf room. I bet that's where it is. And tentacle tears. I bet that is pretty big. 35. Like I could kill that, but unprepared with a bunch of stuff on me. That's dwarven work boots and jagged bands. and obviously some sort of quest. Anywho, so you got jack-o'-lanterns. See, everything's undead, or mostly undead. I don't think the death beetles are, but so that's makes this zone a little harder to run around. Maybe because undead is also annoying in the fact that it still attacks you sometimes. Maybe. So like tormented dead. I don't think any of that's super high. That's why I'm just running around here with immunity, because even if it did get me, I could at the very least run away. But yeah, just lots of trash. Like a lot of groups out here. I think there's the Zem is also quite good. And just a lot of stuff. There's almost always a group in here. There even is now, even at off-peak, past time. I bet this is the underground cave, maybe. Hopefully this stuff doesn't attack me. Doesn't really matter if it does, but I don't want to be snucked up on a bunch. So here's a gazebo. That's pretty cool. I mean, this would almost be like a really nice place to be if... Yeah, there's even people LFG. Let's see. Is there a cave in here? It says there is. Yes. Oh yeah, what's that? Dead. Oh, here we go. Oh, cool. All right, so a little hidden passageway on the right side. Oh god. Okay. There's somebody in here. I was like, oh god. Sarah, what is this thing? Bard Epic. Cool. Just a little hidden thing in here. Maybe that's a safe area. Okay, so that's kind of the outside. Pretty cool start. So upon sheer curiosity, I found that Spirit of Wolf does actually stick here, which is great news. So I'm just going to switch on to wolf form real quickly. I'm going to do a really quick run through of each rod. Like to do it fastest. So this is as you zone into Unrest from Dagnor's Cauldron. It's, if you know exactly where to go, it's easy, but it was super hard to find because it's there's not a good picture of it, but it's just around here. I would recommend Invis, although I think a lot of the stuff sees Invis. It's just that I'm high enough level that they don't attack. So it's right here in the water. Bam. Yep, there it is. A rod. Yep, right next to the gazebo. Gazebo's there. And then there's this water here, and if you go in the water, it's like under there. And now I'm gonna go inside, and then I'm gonna buff some of these newbies too. It's one of my favorite things in this entire game is buffs are super useful, particularly, I mean, in all situations, but like particularly if you are much lower level. So you can really help people out by casting buffs on them. So let's go inside. State of Unrest. So I assume we're going to start on the first floor. I'm a little scared, but I'm not, what can you do? Nothing that stands out. Okay, so here we are. Lots of general undeady things. Terrifying decor, as one might imagine. What do we got? I assume I'm on the middle floor. This one, maybe? We got tower. I don't know. I'll just run around the whole thing. So we got ghouls, side rooms, some furniture with skull. It's like, who wants that, really? I mean, I assume it was just nice stuff that had that put on it later. A couple ghouls. Ghouls are like, I don't know, 11, 12, 13, something like that. Quite low, but, you know, big if you're... Oh, they're actual doors. That's cool. And here, some ghouls. That sort of thing. Oh, Darkbone Skellington. There must be like a minimum level that they attack you, because normally undead attacks you every time, but apparently not right now. Alright, let's go up the stairs. I don't know what floor I'm on. Some floor. Ground floor. Room with a ghoul. Ooh, what is KH? This can't be a combination. Fritzthoft. Crix Fritzthoft. A 35 necromancer, holy shit. The summoning of dread. Oh, that's for that thing. That's a good shield. Holy shit. I can't use it though. But that, I remember that's really good, like, because that's, I mean, the charisma doesn't matter so much, but the wisdom, mana, and save magic on a 17 AC shield is quite good for Old World. That would be, like, worth doing. I kind of don't want to go over there, because I really do not want him to attack me. Yeah, it's like light blue. It's not even all the way green. Yeah, that thing is scary. So I don't really want to mess with them. Yeah. Oh, okay. We got towers over here. Okay. Where this group is. Stuff. Oh, this appears to be a nice... Wait, is that the rod right there? It's like something like that. Nope, it's a nothing. It's weird. Let's keep going. Let's keep a going here. Ooh, a werebat. Front. A carrion. Oh, you're getting kind of bigger up here, I think. Like that's like higher level stuff for sure. I mean, it's still not huge, but it's probably not tiny. There's probably a good chance I'm going to come through here and something is going to aggro me because, yeah, I'm probably in floor 6, tower, the Knight of Undead. 28. Easily killable. In fact, I would kill him if I could, but he's probably not up. 28 is high, but that's... Oh. So there he is. I don't want him to attack me, but... This is like the fireplace. Oh, that must be... Yeah, it's a good high-level group for them. Or not high-level, but... Anyway, okay, so that's the top. I am going to go into the basement because I have a feeling that's where the rod is. So I think I've been everywhere except for the basement, which is found by doing something. Oh, maybe it's this. That's a bad map. See, I'm a map maker as a living. So like sometimes I'll see maps and I'll be like, what were you thinking? And this is one of those situations. I think it's in here and then yes, that's a hidden door and then it's down. Probably mark that hidden door there. Just saying. So you can come in kind of the back and there's these series of tunnels here. This is like by far the highest level stuff, like so much so that I'm afraid some of it's gonna aggro me. Maybe not, but since stuff was going to aggro me, it would probably be in here. Okay. So, yeah. And of course, there's a hidden wall, dark terror. You're supposed to walk through the lava there, otherwise you fall down into this area. And this is what's known as the dwarf room. He's not up, but he would spawn right in there, and it's the person that drops dwarven war boots and various other things. Oh wait, shit. Oh god. Unless I'm in the wrong spot. Oh wait, no, that's just around. Yep. So there's that. Very dangerous, cool area of Unrest, by far the highest. Yes. I don't know if stuff's not aggro. It must not aggro me just because it's too low level. Alright, so Dragnor's Cauldron. Dragnor's is relatively small. So, yeah, the main thing I know about it is that it connects Butcher Block to the Unrest. But I think it was kind of a nerve-wracking run because you had to run past some high-level things through this kind of scary zone because at least the beginning of Unrest is a lobby dungeon with really great experience. So you would run. I remember this like these really narrow canyon walls that went for a long way, kind of like scary ravines. I don't remember there being anything spawning here. But first things first, let's look at the Tome. See if something about like a hole, right? The cauldron does not boil. Its edges rock, not dirt or soil. Inside the cauldron lurks a door. And these are hard to see because the rod is like not a super obvious graphic. Like the little bag I'm kind of noticing, but it's just like kind of a little sliver of orange. Gosh, can you imagine finding these all? So yeah, once you go down that long path, it's like this really rocky lake in the middle here. Yeah, and it's like a circle, and there's what's in here. There's some people in here. Just like random stuff, like aqua goblins, a bunch of rats, shoal serpent. What's that? Undertow skeleton. To the right. Straight ahead. What's a shoal serpent? A shoal serpent. That's a snake. Alright, so some snakes. Yeah, and so I think that, let's see, what's that? It's number 1. Friendly NPC camp. And good races. Yeah, here we go. Healing. They heal you? Oh, that would be cool. Right here. I wonder if they will heal you if you are low life. That would be very cool. That's what it says. Or it doesn't say that, but it says healing. They're not giant. They hit for about 45. What is that, 20 something? But, alright, let's continue on. So, Dagnor's Cauldron, not Dragnor's, as I might have been saying in the past, is this large It's not that large. It's actually pretty small. This lake here, in the middle of some rocky outcroppings. And if we pull up the tome, what's it say? So I remember there was one with the cauldron. A cauldron stews but does not boil. It edges rock, not dirt or soil. Yes. Okay, so we're in the cauldron. Inside the cauldron lurks a door. Some paces score. So inside lurks a door. Some paces score. So we got to look for some sort of door thing. Going back to the map. Let's go to an aqua goblin camp here. We have just lots of lobby stuff. Let's see, what are our levels in here? They're mainly, it's in the teens a lot. There's some higher stuff in here. Ooh, that's all high. That one. It's got to be for a quest. I know there is, what is it, the prayer shawl? No, there is a really high level item here that's very, the Pro Kedge totem. This is it. I would love this. This is a super good one. It's still worth a lot even now because it's 18 wisdom and it's Bard usable, which is interesting. Bard wouldn't need it though. Bard has intelligence anyway. But it's from Bilge Farfathom, who is a goblin. But if I remember, it's very difficult to spawn. If you can park, snare, occupy, blah 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 blah. Yeah, so here is his spawn point. So, oh man, it's not even an all-time drop. This thing is hard to get. Oh, the reed belt is super good too. Whoa, yeah. So if you can spawn this thing, which we're not going to be able to do now because I think it's a really difficult spawn. If you can snare, park, or babysit the fabulous fort for 10 minutes, you can find the PH on track after all trash near them respawns. Interesting. It is usually around the 15th to 25th mob on track. If you find it, kill it, time it, exactly 10 minutes later, the top mob on track will be the PH or Bilge. Okay, so I wonder what his spawn rate is. I wonder if they even know. Build chance of 5%. Okay, randomly pop at any point in the map. Okay. So, Bilge Farfathom. First of all, let's see if he's up, because that would be super awesome. Does not appear to be. So one of these random mobs has basically a 5% chance to drop, or to spawn Bilge, who can drop the Pearl Kedge totem, which is incredible, or the Reed Belt, which is also pretty damn incredible, to be honest. And I'm the only one here. I think he's pretty commonly camped normally. Like, this is just rare time. Stuff isn't being camped as much. Alrighty. So we got an Aqua Goblin camp. Pretty basic zone, to be honest. Very cool and interesting, but not a whole lot here. Unrest is here somewhere. Location everywhere. Yes. So Unrest, it's like on exactly the other side. So yeah. There's a door. So there's a chance the rod might be here. Near this door, although I don't think that's really a door. I think it's just a zone like anything else. Very few zones are doors, at least in Old World anyway. There's also an island in the middle. Pretty classic. Can't remember what's up there. Let's see. Classic, Chekhov's gun sort of thing. Like if you have an island or a lake, can't be a lake for nothing. Well, maybe Unrest is a door. I've been here in a very long time. Not been here since the P99. Since I started playing at P99. It's going to be more over here. Oh yeah, here we go. So this is Unrest. There is a door. Some paces score. So like on the way to Unrest, maybe? So this is Unrest. I'm not actually going to go in there. But feel like it would be here, maybe, if that's the door of which it speaks. Score. It's not really a door though. Anyway, okay, continuing on. Kedge, right here. Kedge, alright, is under the water, because Kedge is completely underwater. Super cool, terrifying zone. It is one of the high-end zones of the entire game, along with Soul B and Lower Gug, but it might be even higher than either of those by like average mob. And I have Dead Man Floating, so I have Water Breathing, which is a nice change of pace. So yeah, there's Kedge, very cool spot. It's a door, kind of, but let's see some passive score. Would the rod be right here? Seems like a reasonable guess as any from, is that like 20 feet out? Is that what the score is? For score and 7 years ago? The 87 years? I don't know. I don't see it. Okay, but that's Kedge. Very cool, interesting, awesome, sort of hidden entrance. Sort of. I mean, it's underwater. You just have to look. But if you see my videos, you know I often miss things underwater because it's hard to see. All right. Back up. What do we got? Those are the only sort of zones that. Untitled Lord, it sounds named. As does that guy who seems scary. What is this guy for? Actually, I'm gonna Title Lord again. Okay. Well, I guess that's not even a named. Not even a named, but what is this guy for? A thief NPC selling poison. That's cool too. And another orc scout. Let's see. Oh yeah, we gotta look up what Conium. The only vendor in the zone. Just a vendor. Will he sell to me? I don't think so. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Quest stuff, poison making supplies. Dwigus, low water. Attacking me, and he's not tiny, so that's interesting. He's not tiny at all. In fact, he's hitting me for 73. That is surprising. Chestplate of the Constant. Cleric specific. Not terrible. Not terrible. High praise, not terrible. Yeah, 36, that's pretty high. Okay, I believe I have the location. It was where I thought, sort of. Which is gonna be out in front of Kedge and Unrest. Supposedly, the rod is out from the door in the score or whatever, but I think it said it was straight out from Unrest, like at the bottom, like a crack. Here we go. It's got. Oh, it's hard to find. It's in this area somewhere. There it is. Yes. So straight out from Unrest is going to be your. Here's your rod. Forget which one it is, so I would have to identify it. But there you go. So that's really deep, actually. Oh, good time for Dead Man Floating to fall off.